Hi there, I'm Tigris, or Tigris, or Tigris. I have a preference how it's pronounced, but I really don't care either way. And I'm definitely not acquire thighs. I'm looking at you, degenerates in the comment section. This is probably the first time most of you have heard my voice. I hope you'll get used to it, because you're going to be hearing more of it soon. Since you clicked on this video, I'm sure you're looking for an explanation. You're a Potemkin, mate. What do you mean you're not a Grappler Main? Potemkin's obviously a grappler, and he's a damn good one too. Let me start from the very beginning. Bear with me, it'll all make sense soon. The very first fighting game I got my hands on back when I was a little boy was Tekken. Of course, I never played it at a competent level. I just pressed buttons. But I do know that I gravitated towards Yoshimitsu because he was a funny, spinny ninja man. I've always stuck with the Yo Man for every Tekken installment since then. Fast forward to 2018, and I'm now someone who has a decent understanding of 3D fighters, but not so much with 2D fighters, and especially not anime fighters. I decided to buy my first one, Guilty Gear Xrd Revelator 2, just to test out the waters and see how it's like playing a game that's more closely related to traditional fighters. It was an extremely pretty game, and I loved seeing it in motion. Boy oh boy was I in for a wild ride. I had no idea what was going on. Everything was way too fast for me. I kept getting mixed because I had no idea how grimy anime games could be. I couldn't do combos. And worst of all, I had no idea who to play. First, I picked Kaya because he was the closest thing to a Shoto in this game. I could do some basic Gatling combos, I could zone, and he was overall a pretty cool character, but something felt off. I realized that as much as I liked how solid and well designed Kai was, he just didn't jive with me. Next, I tried picking up Ramlethal. Big swords and cute girl. What's not to like? Unfortunately, I stagnated to doing crouching slash into crouching heavy slash. I couldn't capitalize on her game plan to set up big sword Oki, and I found her very unwieldy to use. So I tried Heiyun. She's another Shoto, right? Everybody knows how to play Shotos, right? Yeah, I'm not about that. Wait a minute. I play Yoshimitsu. Surely I'll grasp how Faust works since they're both lol-so random silly goobers.
But here's an even better item. Meteors, you can see Nage immediately going in once the meteors are thrown.
2K hitting on the opposite side.
Item
Making
super.
it rain.
Oh no, knocks himself down. But the bomb prevents Tomo from actually getting in.
It's unfortunate for both players. Golden hammers.
What even is happening? Alright, I'm new to this game. I'm scared of combos and execution. And this game is about combos and execution. It's hopeless. This isn't for me. I should probably go back to Tekken. Whoa. Why have I never seen this guy before? He's so cool. He's massive and yoked. He's got huge gauntlets that have explosives in them. His voice is amazing. It's him. I want him. I want to play him. Now don't get me wrong. Xrd Potemkin has complicated combos too, and it did try out as trials, but yeah. Fortunately for me, I didn't need those combos at a basic level. Arguably no one needs combos at a basic level, because I could just rely on getting in and doing Potemkin Buster to deal my damage. Easier said than done. Of course I had to learn to get in with Potemkin first, and that was a rough time. Hammer Fall, Mega Fist, even just jumping in. They were all extremely risky ways to approach. But I didn't care. The struggle of getting in paled in comparison to the sheer joy I felt when landing a Potemkin Buster, or better yet, a heavenly Potemkin Buster. I eventually made the transition to Blassar when the rollback patch dropped a year ago, and to Strive when it dropped earlier this year. Thankfully, what I learned from then pretty much still applied to how Potemkin plays at GGXrd. I'm gonna go off on a tangent, and you can't stop me because this is my video. So, Yoshimitsu, my favorite fighting game character of all time. Yoshimitsu is a cyborg with plenty of tools in his arsenal that can help him deal with specific situations like fighting zoning, getting movement options, and dealing massive damage with a risky but funny move. Meanwhile, Potemkin is a cyborg with plenty of tools in his arsenal that can help him deal with specific situations like fighting zoning, getting movement options, and dealing massive damage with a risky but funny... Mechanically, neither character plays the same, but they share enough similarities that I want to play them. They're both great characters, and most importantly, they're fun. And that should be your takeaway from this video. Play characters that you think are fun. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Don't let a tier list or an influencer tell you how you're supposed to enjoy the game. And yes, that means you're allowed to pick up and play top tiers and low tiers too. Truth be told, being praised for my fundamentals or being called a paint huffer as a budding YouTuber kinda stung for a while, but I owned it, because Potemkin is way too fun for me to drop him just because of what others think. While I may not be a grappler player, and I have no idea how Zangief or Tager or Clark works, that doesn't mean I can't enjoy Potemkin. I may not eat glue, but that doesn't mean I can't enjoy sitting down and licking it every once in a while with my society. To anyone who's stuck with me to the end, thank you for watching my video. Hopefully this isn't the last one I'll make of these. I'm not really sure how to end this, but this is where I should put my credits and Patreon supporters if I had them. Which reminds me, I have a Patreon now if you want to support me and keep the channel going. Every little bit helps, honestly, so if you want to keep supporting me and the videos that I make, please do. And thanks a lot to all of you. Y'all have a good one. Big Band is a cyborg with plenty of tools in his arsenal that can help him deal with specific situations like fighting zoning, getting movement options, and dealing massive damage with a risky but funny move.